seizing control of the center using a flank pawn. A strong pawn on e5 is a main idea of the English opening. g3 prepares to fianchetto, the light-squared bishop on g2, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal, textbook play so far. White develops the knight and attacks the center. This avoids clear danger, the correct move to safety. With this push, black grabs central ground and opens lines for future development. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. The queen moves forward into the game. Solid choice in the opening. This move puts the knight on a safer square. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop through a fork. The correct move to safety. The clearly correct move for a threatened pawn. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This is the only move that works. This kicks a queen. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This is the only good move. This activates a knight by developing it off of its starting square. That pawn capture will win material after all trades are complete. A straightforward recapture. A clear recapture, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. That pawn was free for the taking. This is the only move that works. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. The knight moves out of a pin, while also providing critical defense to a piece. This threatens to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. Now black can't stop white from winning material if they make the right moves. This threatens to win a rook through an eventual fork. This wins material. This removes the attacking bishop. This captures a free rook. This is the only good move. This allows the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Taking that pawn will win material after the follow-up trades are made. Right on target. This is the way to win a pawn. A clear recapture. That was a free pawn. An active king is critical in the endgame, and getting it off of the back rank is the first step. Very precise. One of the best moves. A solid choice. This threatens to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. A straightforward recapture. This avoids clear danger. Very strong play. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. One of the best moves. A solid choice. The better move was to take an open file with a rook. There was only one good move there. This is not the right idea. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This allows the opponent to kick a knight. This kicks a knight. This moves the knight to safety. This is a fair move. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop. The game was close to equal, but now black has the advantage. This immobilizes the knight by pinning it to the king. This is the strongest option. Right on target. This defends the attacked pawn. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. Very precise. This will win a pawn with correct play, a clear recapture. That pawn was free for the taking. This is not the right idea. This is the only good move. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This is the only move that works. This threatens to push a passed pawn. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This threatens to pin a bishop to the king. This is the only good move. This stops the opponent from being able to pin a bishop to the king. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the pawn. This reveals a check. A straightforward recapture. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn through a fork. Very strong play. This evades the check from the rook. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. This steps away from the checking pawn, pushing a passed pawn. One of the best moves.